Guys, I've just got to rant. I've just got to let off steam. Oh my days. So just leaving the hospital, had a consultation today. So the appointment was at 10:30, but I got it wrong and turned up at 9:30. So it's an hour later. Didn't mind that. Went and had a coffee. But then the receptionist had me sitting there for an hour and a half. And I kept going up to her. I went up to her 3 times and I said to her, have they forgotten me? And she was like, no, you're next. And I was like, well, okay. So when they did eventually call me, I said to the doctor, said, oh, I'm sorry for your wait. And I said, well, it's not acceptable. I've been sat here an hour and a half. She says, an hour and a half? Because, yeah, my appointment's at 10. It's now, just after 12 o'clock. And she explained that she came out and she called me twice. She's got a really, really soft voice. She's a lovely, lovely doctor. And when she asked the receptionist if I was here, she says, yes, I've booked in. The receptionist said, yes, I've booked in, but I'm in the toilet. And I'm like... And she said she thought it was strange because she'd come out and called me a couple of times, and each time that's what the receptionist would tell her, that I was in the toilet, so she took the next patient in. And I said, I've not been in the toilets. I said, I only went to the toilet once when I arrived at the clinic to have to do, you have to produce a water sample. And other than that, I've been sat here for an hour and a half and I've been asking her when I'm going to be seen. She profusely apologised, and I just told her, I says, it's not acceptable. She needs to be seen. She needs to be spoken to. Her behaviour needs to be dealt with. It is not acceptable, and it's totally unprofessional. An hour and a half, guys, I've been sat there. I was so angry and so upset. I could hardly speak in the appointment, and I'm just telling myself to calm down, because I can see people coming in and being seen and going. And when I arrived, the whole clinic was really busy. And by the time I got seen, there was hardly anybody there. I was just absolutely fuming. Anyway. The consultant was really lovely. I had to go to hospital, the other hospital near me, last week, and I had a steroid injection in my shoulder because in January I fell over and busted my shoulder, tore the muscles, did some damage to my shoulder, couldn't move my shoulder, was in a lot of pain. So they've given me, I've been having physio on a regular basis just to get the muscles strengthened. So I had a steroid injection last week, and the steroid injection has cleaned up all the inflammation in the shoulder joint, and I've now got some movement back, more movement than I had before. But being a steroid, the doctor thought it would have a systemic effect and clean up a lot of the inflammation elsewhere in my body, like my hands are really bad, and my hips and my knees and my feet. It's worked really well in the shoulder, but it's not been effective elsewhere, which I said to her was really, really strange, because normally when I have a steroid, albeit I have the steroid in either directly into my hip joint or in my bum, that's where they put it, in the muscles, then I come out of there, I feel amazing, my mood is affected, my clarity of mind is really good, and it lifts all the inflammation and the pain from my body, albeit temporarily for like 8 to 12 weeks, but that's the impact it has. Hasn't done that this time, and I said to her, I don't feel as good as I normally do when I have a steroid. I still have a lot of that brain fog. I just feel really tired, I feel really weak, my mood is really down and really low, and the pain in my hip is, it's really bad. My hands, my hips and my knees, it's nowhere near as effective. So I've got a prescription of 20,000 milligrams of vitamin D. I know, massive. I mean, these doses don't really mean a lot to me, but she explained that normally what you buy in the shops is between 8 and 1,000 milligrams. Well, she's prescribed me 20,000 milligrams, so super high dose. So I've got to take that for 8 weeks, and she said that will help to, you know, settle a lot of the pain, affect my mood, and, you know, hopefully I should start to feel a little bit better. And if that doesn't happen, she's booked me in 3 months' time, so in September for another steroid injection, but this time it's going to be in my bum. So that hopefully will give me a lot of relief. Usually when I have it in my hip or my bum, I usually get a lot of relief obviously in that area and across my body. So, and then I've got a possible diagnosis of Raynaud's in my hands. Got the osteoarthritis in my hands, but possible Raynaud's, and I've been saying to them that I've got Raynaud's, and I believe I've got Raynaud's, and we've had lots of discussions in the past in clinic about Raynaud's, just never had the confirmed diagnosis. But yeah, so it's just as well I've got the day off from work today, because I just feel absolutely pants. I was in hospital for treatment last week. I was hit back again yesterday. I'm here today, and I've got my diabetic eye screening on Saturday. So yeah, you know, and you know, people often say to me, you know, you've lost all of this weight. I've lost 173 pounds. I bet you feel amazing. In terms of the weight loss and carrying all that extra weight around with me, yeah, I do feel really good. You know, I feel a lot lighter. But in terms of the disease in my body, the arthritis, you know, the lupus, diabetes and all of that, it hasn't really made that difference. And there's that old adage, people say when you lose weight, for every pound that you lose, you take 4 pounds off your joints. Well, I'd love to know if that's true, because I don't believe that that's true for me, because my joints are still bad. I still get a lot of pain in my joints. So I don't know where that's come from, but if that's true for you, drop a comment below. Anyway, guys, I was supposed to be meeting my friend at my house at 11 o'clock. It's now 12:30, because he's going to paint my bathroom ceiling for me today, because I can't do it. So I'm going to give him a call now, and I think I'm going to ask him to come to lunch with me. I just need, again, this is like me and my emotions, you know, like, although I'm on Manjaro and my appetite is limited, because of my emotions and how I'm feeling now, I just want to eat. I just want something really nice. So there's a lovely pub that we often go to around the corner, so I might ask him if he wants to come with me to this pub. If he doesn't, that's fine, I'll go anyway and buy myself a nice dinner, and I'll end up taking off it, but that's okay. And then I've got my lovely grandchildren this afternoon. I'm picking them up from school, so it's always going to be lovely to see them. But yeah, I think I'm going home, a bit of TLC, look after myself, look after my emotional health, because I feel very emotional. One, after my experience with Madam on reception today, but also being in pain as well. So yeah, gonna go look after my physical and emotional health. Anyway, guys, I've ranted long enough. I'm off now. I'm gonna go home. I'll catch you on another video. Take care now. Bye.